Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Rain Maxis Show for 2023. I'm Leon Panopoulos, and today we will be talking about the releases from CES 2023, the world's biggest consumer technology show. It happened in Las Vegas and it's finished, and I'm here to wrap it all up for you to let you know exactly what was released. I'm Leon Panopoulos. You're listening to the Rain Maxis Show. Hello and welcome to 2023, the very first episode of the Random Access Show for the year, and we're talking all about CES 2023. That is, of course, the Consumer Electronics Show of 2023, held in Las Vegas every year at the Las Vegas Convention Center. This year, it was probably better than ever. It's the first time we've returned to normal since the COVID-19 pandemic. We held it virtually a few years back and in the last few years. And this year, it was back to normal. And it was absolutely amazing. The stuff that was released there just blows my mind. For example, Asus's 3D laptop screen. That's right. It's a laptop screen that projects in 3D without you wearing glasses. Now, look, it is a little bit creepy. And so we are going to start with the laptops, obviously, but it is a little bit creepy how they are managing to use this 3D technology and integrate it into their laptop screens. No need to wear glasses, by the way. Not like you're going to the IMAX cinema and, you're going to go watch a movie in 3D and put those red and blue glasses on. No. This screen uses cameras to track your head and eye movements to make sure that the 3D perspective is correct. So, I don't know what to think about it. To me, like I said, it's a bit weird. It's a bit too futuristic AI tracking for me. But, look, I think it's a great start, but Asus needs to find maybe a new way to integrate perspective into their screens. But still, it's great innovation in technology. It's not something that we see a lot of. It's not something that we're talking a lot about in the tech world. 3D screens aren't really a big thing, but I think that Asus has opened up the door for many new products to come out. Now, it's going to come out on 2 Pro laptops within the next few months, so look out for that. Now, keep going with laptops, and Razer has revealed the Razer Blade 18, an 18-inch laptop. For me, the bigger the laptop, the better. I miss those 18-inch laptops, and this is the first one I've seen in a while. It's got a dual mini LED display, and it's the first one that has 2 modes. It can go from UHD plus in 120 hertz to FHD or Full HD plus at 240 hertz. That's 240 hertz FHD plus and dual mode, right? Now that FHD plus is a resolution of 2220 by 1080. So that's a lot better than 1080p. It's still a weird resolution in my opinion, but I don't see why you wouldn't have just gone with 1080p. But still, you're getting 240 hertz, great for gamers. It's got 13th gen HX cores and chips, and RTX 40 series GPUs. So absolutely great for gamers. I am expecting that price tag to be way above the 4,000s though. If we go to my favorite laptop of the CES 2023 show, and I think a lot of people will agree with me on this one, it's the Lenovo Yoga Book 9i. It's a dual screen laptop that has the most flexibility I have ever seen in a laptop. Now, there have been heaps of laptops by Lenovo and by Asus and by other companies that have attempted to go for the dual screen system, and none of them have really worked as well as this one has. I can say two 2.8K screens at 13.3 inches each, haptic enabled touchscreen keyboards, and you can also buy a physical keyboard that you can attach to either the top half of the bottom screen or the bottom half of the bottom screen. it sounds complicated, and it sort of is, but it is the best laptop I saw at the show. And no, I didn't actually go to Las Vegas to see the show. I wish, but it was the best laptop I've seen probably ever. I would trade this laptop for it in an instant. Now, in terms of the specs, we're not 100% sure just yet, but I can tell you the design looks amazing. And it's not a concept either. It will be released. If we go into monitors and TVs, the Samsung Odyssey G9 OLED, 49 inches, curved, 240 hertz with a 0.1 millisecond response time and a 32:9 aspect ratio. I don't think you can get a screen that looks better on paper than this. And I saw, shots of this on YouTube. I saw shots of this on the internet, on articles. It is probably one of the best screens I have ever seen in my life. The brightness of it just looks absolutely amazing. The curvature is like fully immersive, and 240 hertz. We're seeing already, I've mentioned 240 hertz screens, and there's one coming after this, and then there's going to be another one. And, we're really getting those faster refresh rates each and every year. And CES is where a lot of these screens are released. But the G9 OLED wasn't the only one that Samsung released. They also released the Odyssey Neo G9, 57 inches, dual UHD, curved, 240 hertz, 1 millisecond response time. Not as great as the 0.1 millisecond response time, but 57 inches at dual UHD. I mean, it looks really good. Now, a different screen that Samsung has released, the Viewfinity S9. It's kind of like their response to Apple's Studio Display, their counterpart. It's a 5K display, and it looks a lot like the Apple Studio Display. It looks a lot like their smart monitors that they've released. It doesn't look too different. It does look expensive, though, like a lot of the things we've seen at CES. Now, let's go to LG. First one, the LG Signature OLED M97-inch, the wireless TV. It's a wireless 4K at 120 hertz TV, which you basically have the box and the TV. Now, I just want to tell you, the only wire that comes with a TV is the power cable, obviously. But it's 120 hertz, 4K. Signals are sent from this box, right? So it kind of looks like a set-top box, but a lot bulkier. It looks like something you'll see in an Audio Technics display, but it's a box that releases signals at supposedly speeds that are faster than Wi-Fi 6. I don't know about that. Now, the box must be within 30 feet. The wireless technology is proprietary. And look, it's a really, really interesting concept that we're yet to see in the real world. It's set to be at around $25,000 and upwards of that price. Now, if you're paying more than that for a TV, you're insane. That is a really stupid price point, but people are going to be paying that much for the TV, and I know it. There's also the LG Ultra Gear OLED 45-inch, or the 45GR95QE. Stupid model names, but let's go with them anyway. It's apparently the world's first 240 hertz OLED gaming monitor. It's 45 inches, like I said earlier, 800R curvature. Obviously, world's first 240 hertz OLED gaming monitor. You'd expect it to have OLED technology and 240 hertz refresh rate at 0.3 millisecond response time. So that is pretty good. I must say that is pretty good. LG, those last two TVs that I mentioned, well, the TV and the monitor, they're probably the best things that weren't the Lenovo YogaBook 9i laptop that I've seen at the CES conference. There's also another wireless TV called the Displaced Wireless TV, which doesn't actually have a power cable. It runs on 4 batteries, which gives you around a day's use. And it's not wall mounted. It's not wall mounted either. It attaches with suction pumps. So I don't know how reliable those suction pumps are going to be, but supposedly they can attach to nearly any surface. It also uses a box similar to LG's TV. But I want to see these come out into the real world. I want to see how many people are actually going to buy them and how many people are actually going to prefer them to their other TVs that they have had previously or that they already have. Because I don't think it's something that we need right now, and I don't think that it's something that's going to that's going to have a lot of demand. We think that we're going to buy them, but once we see the price point and the technology that's within them, I don't know whether we're going to know. So I don't know whether we're going to want to buy them as much as we already do. In terms of cars, this is probably the coolest car I've ever seen that has been released in the last few years. The BMW iVision DEE. The grille animates to act as eyes. It talks to you like the Knight Rider. It studies your driving to give you driving suggestions. By the way, DEE stands for Digital Emotional Experience. The coolest part about it, it's got 240 color-changing e-ink panels all over the car. The car is a color-changing car. Have you ever heard of anything like that? Now, the windshield has an AR display with 5 immersion levels. Levels 1 through 4 are basically normal AR. It's got speedometer, your odometer, like little stats on the screen. Now, once we get to level 5 of the immersion levels, it blocks your entire driver's view, and it's designed for autonomous driving. It gives you a digital world. Basically, you'll be driving through the suburbs of Bankstown or through through Bondi, and instead of that, you'll be driving through the California sunset, right? It's giving you a virtual world in the car that you're in right now. It's a bit weird, and I would never trust autonomous driving that much as to let them block my view. But you can even take a conference call in it, so maybe that will change your mind, or maybe that will change my mind as well. It's a pretty cool car. It's also assuming gonna be a pretty expensive car, as with most things I've mentioned today. Let's go back to Samsung for a second. They've released a phone/tablet called the Samsung Flex Hybrid. It slides from 10.4 inches to 12.5 inches. That's right. It slides out. You pull out a section of the screen, and it looks just like any other part of the screen. You would never be able to tell that it wasn't there before. And when the sliding part of the screen has not been taken out, it folds in half. The screen folds in half. So it's creating this it's getting rid of the line between phones and tablets, and you've got a phone that turns into a tablet that slides out and becomes an even bigger tablet. It's really cool, and I think it's taking foldable phones to the very next level. Fridges. The LG Mood Up Smart Fridge is the ultimate party tool. It's got a built-in Bluetooth speaker that can connect to your phone. It's got custom lit color panels, and it's got practicality features. Leave the door open too long, and the panel will alert you. The upper right panel of the door can be transparent so that you can see inside your fridge. Isn't that one of the coolest fridges you've ever seen? I mean, I don't usually get excited over a fridge, but that is one cool fridge, I must say. Finally, we're going to go into VR and AR. TCL have released the Ray Neo X2 AR glasses. They've revealed them, and they've got full color micro LED screens. You wouldn't be able to tell that they're AR glasses, right? They look like just normal sunnies. But on the inside, they've got micro LED screens, full color, and the coolest feature of them all, real-time language translation. I could be speaking to someone in English, they'll be speaking to me in Italian, and at the bottom of my glasses, I have subtitled translation of what they're saying, delayed by around 2 to 4 seconds, and I'll be able to talk back to them. And if they're wearing the glasses, they'll understand exactly what I'm saying, and I understand exactly what they're saying, even though I don't speak a single word of Italian except for ciao. Well, I'm excited to see them come out in real life. Finally, Dyson. They have released headphones that are also portable air purifier. We heard about these a few months ago, and basically they are high quality headphones, like super high quality headphones, but they've also got a connection that you wear around your mouth, and it purifies the air. It's designed for the New York subway system and the London Underground, the London tube system, right? So that you're breathing in pure air while listening to music. Now, they look really bulky and really weird, and I would never wear them, but it's a smart/cool/weird concept that I don't think, I think Dyson's actually going to make a bit of money off of this. I think that they're going to get a few sales, especially in New York, London, and even I'd say China and places where they have lower air qualities, right? I think they're going to get a lot of sales for this. And it's a very unique idea. And I'm very interested in seeing what Dyson has to offer in future models of these headphones/air purifiers. That's all we saw from CES in Las Vegas this year for 2023. Let's get into the quick stuff now. In America, Chick-fil-A customer accounts could possibly have been hacked. I didn't even know that you could have a Chick-fil-A account. That seems to me like having like a KFC account. But there's been a hack for Chick-fil-A accounts, and online there have been reports that hackers have been using disposable email addresses to hijack legitimate accounts. According to TechRadar, they have found accounts being advertised for sale at prices up to $200. So if you're listening in from America and you have a Chick-fil-A account, you might have been hacked. I don't know why anyone would want to steal a Chick-fil-A account. That seems very weird to me. But it happened. Hackers are going to very weird places to hack the stupidest accounts you could think of. I think they're just getting kind of bored. Especially after the Medibank and Optus hacks that we experienced here in Australia. And ChatGPT, the AI chatbot, has spread like wildfire over the internet. If you don't know what it is, basically it's an AI chatbot where you ask it questions and it'll answer back to you, or you'll tell it, write an essay for me, and it will write an essay for you on the topic that you've specified. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty scary as well. There are a lot of things to be aware about. In fact, there's even a report here on TechRadar that says that hackers have been using the platform to write malicious code. So it's AI, and it shows us that it can be used in the right way and it can be used in the wrong way. If you're using it to write your school essay for you, that's probably the wrong way. But if you're using it to, you can use it to simulate coding environments. You can use it to ask it research questions. You can even go ask it, when was Google founded, and it will tell you the exact year that Google was founded. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, AI can be used in the wrong way, and I think we need to remember that. It's an important lesson to remember. That's it for today. However, on the Random Access Show, I'm Leon Panopoulos, and I would like to inform you of the fact that we now have a YouTube channel, so go check it out. It's called the Random Access Show, of course. So you can watch us on YouTube anytime. That's it, however, for the first episode of the second year of the Random Access Show. I'm Leon Panopoulos. You're tuned into the Random Access Show, coverage of CES 2023.